and the legends surrounding them. As their training progressed, Kai also delved deeper into his own inner journey. He faced his fears, doubts, and insecurities, and learned to trust his instincts and embrace his role as the bearer of the fire mark. He also developed a deep bond with his allies, as they trained and grew stronger together. One day, Master Chen deemed them ready to set out on their next quest. He revealed that the next clue to the location of the elemental weapon of fire lay in a distant volcanic region, where a powerful fire sorcerer guarded its secrets. He warned them that the journey would be perilous and filled with challenges, but Kai and his allies were undeterred. They set off on their new adventure, fueled by their newfound knowledge and resolve. Their journey took them through scorching deserts, rugged mountains, and treacherous lava fields. They encountered hostile creatures, battled against rogue elemental sorcerers, and faced formidable trials of their elemental powers along the way. Despite the hardships, Kai, Mei, and Ravi continued on their quest with unwavering determination, each drawing upon their elemental abilities and their bond as a team to overcome every obstacle in their path. Finally, after weeks of arduous travel, they arrived at the heart of the volcanic region, where the fire sorcerer awaited them in his lair. The sorcerer was a formidable opponent, with mastery over flames that danced and roared with wild intensity. He challenged Kai to a duel, testing the young bearer of the fire mark to prove his worthiness. Kai stepped forward, summoning his elemental powers with fierce determination. He unleashed torrents of flames, creating a dazzling display of fire that matched the sorcerer's own prowess. Their duel was intense, with fire and heat swirling around them in a breathtaking display of elemental magic. As the battle raged on, Kai tapped into his inner strength, remembering his training and the guidance of Master Chen. He channeled his fire mark to its fullest potential, unleashing a blazing inferno that overwhelmed the sorcerer. With a final burst of flames, Kai emerged victorious, the sorcerer defeated. With the sorcerer's defeat, the lair revealed the hidden chamber where the elemental weapon of fire lay dormant. It was a magnificent sword, forged from molten lava and adorned with shimmering crystals that radiated with fiery energy. Kai approached the weapon, feeling an inexplicable connection to it. As he grasped the hilt of the sword, he felt a surge of power coursing through him. The sword recognized him as the rightful bearer of the fire mark, and it responded to his touch, igniting with flames that danced along its blade. Kai knew that he had unlocked the full potential of his mark and had become the true wielder of the elemental weapon of fire. Filled with a newfound sense of purpose and empowerment, Kai and his allies made their way back to the temple, their mission accomplished. Master Chen congratulated them on their success and commended Kai for his growth and mastery of fire magic. He also cautioned them that their journey was far from over, and that they would face even greater challenges ahead. As Kai and his allies prepared to continue their quest, they knew that they had come a long way since they first embarked on their journey. They were no longer just a group of adventurers, but a formidable team of elemental wielders, each with their unique abilities and elemental weapons. They were determined to unravel the mysteries of the prophecy, find the remaining elemental weapons, and confront the darkness that threatened their world. With their resolve strengthened and their bonds forged in fire, Kai, Mei, and Ravi set out once again, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them on their path. Little did they know that their journey would take them to the far reaches of the world, unveiling ancient secrets, confronting powerful foes, and ultimately shaping their destinies in ways they could never have imagined. The adventure continued, with their fate and the fate of the world hanging in the balance. Chapter 4. The Enchanted Forest. After successfully obtaining the elemental weapon of fire, Kai, Mei, and Ravi set their sights on the next destination in their quest. They had learned from Master Chen that the next elemental weapon, the Bow of Wind, was said to be hidden in the heart of an enchanted forest. Guided by their instincts and the clues from the prophecy, the trio ventured deep into the dense woods, where the air was thick with magic and the trees seemed to whisper ancient secrets. They encountered all sorts of mystical creatures along the way, from talking animals to mischievous fairies, but their determination to fulfill the prophecy never wavered. As they delved deeper into the forest, they faced numerous challenges. They had to navigate through treacherous paths, avoid traps set by the forest's protectors, and solve puzzles that tested their intelligence and wit. At one point, they were even ensnared in an illusionary spell that made them question their own reality. But with their combined skills and teamwork, they overcame each obstacle and pressed onward. Their journey in the enchanted forest brought them to the heart of the woods, where a massive tree known as the World Tree stood tall, its branches reaching towards the sky. The World Tree was said to be the guardian of the Bow of Wind and would test the trio to prove their worthiness. As they approached the World Tree, they were met by an ancient, wise spirit that dwelled within its trunk. The spirit challenged them to prove their bond as a team and their understanding of the natural balance of the world. Mei, with her mastery of water, used her abilities to heal the forest and restore its balance. Ravi, with his command over earth, helped strengthen the roots of the World Tree. And Kai, with his newly acquired fire powers, used controlled flames to clear away the forest's decayed undergrowth. Impressed by their actions, the spirit deemed them worthy and granted them access to the inner sanctum of the World Tree. There, they found the Bow of Wind, a beautiful weapon made of ethereal wood and adorned with feathers that seemed to sway gently in an invisible breeze. Kai approached the bow and picked it up, feeling a surge of energy coursing through him. He could sense the power of the wind element resonating within the bow, and he knew that he had unlocked its true potential as the bearer of the wind mark. He also realized that the bow was not meant for him alone, but for the entire team to wield together. As they made their way out of the enchanted forest, bow in hand, Kai, Mei, and Ravi felt a newfound synergy among them. They had grown not only in their individual abilities but also in their bond as a team. They knew that they were one step closer to fulfilling the prophecy and stopping the darkness that threatened their world. With the Bow of Wind in their possession, they set their sights on the next destination, eager to continue their epic quest. What challenges and revelations awaited them next, they could only imagine. The adventure continued, and the fate of the world hung in the balance. Chapter 5. The Frozen Citadel. Armed with the Bow of Wind, Kai, Mei, and Ravi set out towards their next destination, guided by the clues from the prophecy. Their journey took them to the icy peaks of the Frozen Citadel, a fortress hidden deep within the mountains, where the elemental weapon of ice, the Frost Blade, was said to be concealed. As they ascended the treacherous mountains, they encountered freezing temperatures and blinding snowstorms that tested their endurance and determination. They had to rely on their skills and wits to navigate through the icy terrain, avoiding hidden traps and treacherous crevasses along the way. After days of challenging trek, they finally reached the entrance of the Frozen Citadel. It was an imposing structure made of icy crystal, with towering spires that seemed to pierce the sky. As they approached, they were met by a group of fierce ice guardians who challenged their entry. With their combined abilities, Kai, Mei, and Ravi fought off the guardians, using Kai's fire, Mei's water, and Ravi's earth powers to counter the freezing attacks. They worked together seamlessly, their teamwork and synchronicity improving with each battle. After defeating the guardians, they entered the Frozen Citadel, only to be met with a labyrinth of icy corridors that seemed to shift and change with every step. They encountered illusions and traps that tested their perception and judgment, but they persevered, relying on their instincts and the clues from the prophecy to guide them. As they delved deeper into the citadel, they faced even greater challenges, including powerful ice elementals and enchanted constructs. They had to use their elemental powers strategically, combining fire, water, and earth to overcome the obstacles in their path. Mei's water powers were used to melt icy barriers, Ravi's earth powers were used to create bridges over treacherous chasms, and Kai's fire powers were used to counter the freezing attacks of their adversaries. Their journey led them to the heart of the Frozen Citadel, where they found the Frost Blade, a magnificent sword made of pure ice that emitted an aura of cold power. Kai approached the sword, feeling its icy energy resonating with his own inner strength. He reached out and grasped the hilt, and as he did, he felt a surge of power coursing through him. He realized that he had unlocked the true potential of the Frost Blade as the bearer of the ice mark, and that it was meant to be wielded by the entire team. With the Frost Blade in their possession, Kai, Mei, and Ravi made their way out of the Frozen Citadel, their bond as a team stronger than ever. They knew that they were getting closer to fulfilling the prophecy and stopping the darkness that threatened their world. As they descended the icy peaks, they prepared themselves for the next leg of their epic quest, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them next. The fate of the world rested in their hands, and they were determined to see their mission through to the end. Chapter 6. The Enchanted Forest. With the Frost Blade in their possession, Kai, Mei, and Ravi continued their journey, following the clues from the prophecy. Their next destination was the Enchanted Forest, a mystical realm rumored to hold the key to unlocking Kai's true potential. As they entered the dense forest, They were immediate. Thank you for joining us at Short Story Central, your go-to destination for captivating short fiction. If you're craving more tales that transport you to new worlds, make sure to subscribe to our channel for regular updates on the best short stories from around the globe. Don't miss out on your next literary adventure. Hit that subscribe button now and stay tuned for more exciting stories coming your way only at Short Story Central.